If posting more content was the answer, most creators would already be paid. But a lot of you are visible and still broke. Let me explain why. This has nothing to do with algorithms. It's about a system behind your content. Most creators think the problem is visibility. So they post more, they go live, they do all the things that's trying to get more attention. They try new formats, but visibility without structure does not build income. It builds burnout. Let me say this: views and visibility do not equal ownership. Know that. Just because you go viral, just because people see your content, that does not mean ownership, right? Likes don't mean leverage. Just because somebody likes something doesn't mean they're going to buy from you. Just because somebody likes something doesn't even mean they're going to be like a follower or a fan, right? These platforms are not your assets. Oh, I got to say that one more time. These platforms are not your asset. If everything you built disappears because of an app glitch, or they decide they don't want you here anymore, if you don't have a business, then you're too dependent on these platforms. You got to know this. You need the traffic, but you also have to go beyond the traffic. You need the business under the traffic. What most creators don't have is a digital ecosystem. A digital ecosystem is a system that turns your attention into ownership and trust into income, right? It's broken down into 4 parts. You have attention, you have capture, you have nurture, and then you have the monetizing phase. Let's start with attention. Attention. This is your content, like your YouTube lives, your TikToks, your Instagrams, all of that. But attention is not owned, right? Attention is rented land. You do not own it. Then you go into capture. This is where your ownership comes in. This is your email, your text communities, your private Discord. If you don't capture, your ecosystem is going to leak. So keep that in mind. And then we have nurture. This is where people begin to trust you. People don't buy because they don't trust the outcome. People don't buy when they don't trust the outcome. Just know that. People don't buy when they don't trust the outcome, they don't trust the process, or they don't trust themselves. So you got to nurture people. And then, of course, monetizing, right? This is where you sell without convincing somebody. It's offering the right solution at the right time. But posting alone will keep you in stuck mode, will keep you stuck in effort instead of going into more of a compounding, right? So when you rely on the platforms, you don't have a relationship, right? It's just follower. And if one day it's gone, those followers are gone as well. So you got to know that, right? You want to make sure that you are getting people to come into your world. And then as they're coming into your world, you are nurturing them. You begin to tell them about your product. You begin to tell them about your service. I want to give you an example of a digital ecosystem. So let's say I am a fitness instructor. A fitness instructor, and I sell workouts and recipes. To get somebody on my ecosystem, the first thing I got to do is start posting content around the fitness, around the workouts. I want to be very specific in the content that I put out. I want the content to speak to my target audience. So I begin to put that content out, right? To capture them, maybe I'm going to give them a free workout plan in exchange for their email or their text. In order to get this free workout, you have to give me your email. You have to give me your text. And then that is the beginning of my capture. Then once they come in, they're automatically going to start getting emails from me. In the emails, I'm going to be talking about working out. I'm going to be talking about the free workout that I gave them, but then I'm going to invite them to have more. I'm going to invite them into transformation. I'm going to invite them to come into my world, and I begin to position my products. That brings us into monetizing. And just like that, you have your own ecosystem, and your job is to set it up one time. And then all you do is have the attention coming in. And as you're getting attention, it's capturing, and boom, you have right there a digital ecosystem. In 2026, if you want to be successful when it comes to content, when it comes to being a business owner. You're going to have to think beyond these platforms. You're going to have to think about how you're going to monetize, how you're going to continue the conversation and not be reliant on these platforms. This is exactly what I teach inside my digital ecosystem blueprint. I show you what a digital ecosystem looks like. I give you the structure so you can build it on your own. I help you to diagnose what is wrong in yours. And then I give you a bunch of